Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac. In the last episode, we had a disappointing loss, and I was very sad about it. We are on the right profile, right? Yeah, we are. So we had a disappointing loss, but we also unlocked Samson, who I believe we will play as now. I think we also haven't played as Azazel. We definitely played as Lazarus, played as Judas last time, definitely played as Cain, and obviously we played as Isaac. We played as Eden on that one cool run. So this time I think we're gonna do our first Samson run. Alright? Right. I also have a cup of coffee here with me, which is the most important part of my balanced day. Delicious. What's our item room? Our item room is Polydactyl. Polydactyl lets us hold two things, like cards or pills, so it's very useful. Now you might ask yourself, alright, so what's Samson's gimmick? Samson's gimmick is that he starts off with the item Bloody Lust, which makes it so that every time you take damage, you get a damage bonus for the floor that you're on. So for instance, if we take damage here, you'll notice that our damage stat went up. I took that hit intentionally to demonstrate that, but obviously in the future I'm going to try to not take damage intentionally. So, Samson is a very interesting character, because, you gotta take damage to make damage. But you can also just win completely normally by just getting a bunch of super overpowered items. Which is what I plan to do, because I plan to never have any difficulties whatsoever. Alright, that was stupid. I'm putting a moratorium on stupid damage. I'm officially just outlawing myself from playing poorly. I think that that's the most logical way of going about things. Wheel of Fortune, not super great. Dingle! I hate Dingle. Dingle gives me way more trouble than he should. But I can sort of use the poops here to sort of create a little wall so I can effectively dodge him, because his bullets aren't really the issue is his charging attacks. Like those are pretty easy to dodge. Those, on the other hand, can be difficult. But this variant of his room, where he has the little poops to the side, much easier to dodge on. We just have to make sure that he doesn't overwhelm us with little dips, which are what those little poops are called, dips. And we also have to make sure not to break our defensive poop, which is an interesting statement to make, but we killed him because we're the best. Simply the best! And we got HP out of the boss, which is nice. So, now our goals are probably just to collect our spirit hearts from this floor and go on. Technically speaking, if you want to, trying to get an arcade as Samson is very, very helpful, because it lets you use the blood banks to gain more damage via Bloody Lust. So, if we had had an opportunity to make more money on that floor, I would have taken it wholeheartedly, but we didn't, and that's okay. So our main priority, once again, is getting a deal with the devil on the second floor. Which hopefully shouldn't be too hard, because we've gotten so many damn spirit hearts. Man, let me tell you though, that last run was disappointing. I think I made it to the caves too, and then I died. Which, hey, sometimes that happens. But I've been playing so much better than I normally play lately, so I was just kind of disappointed that that little mistake. I think if I hadn't been quite so aggressive with the deals with the devil, I probably would have been fine. But I still took kind of stupid damage, so I don't know. This run we're gonna hope to be better though. And I took damage, which is, really appropriate considering that's, what I did. What I said. All those words, they made sense, trust me. But at least the damage isn't pointless because of Bloody Lust. Now, part of me wants to shoot all this poop, and I'm going to, just know that I would rather not, because it's going to take forever and a day. But really not that long, because, you know, I just made it out to be worse than it actually was. Large zit. Creep shots. So occasionally we'll shoot out shots that have creep, which is cool. Not the greatest item, not the worst. I'm happy to have it. And then a bunch of flies. Or locusts. I don't actually know what those ones are, because they're like pointed. Found our secret room, which is nice, and it's completely pointless because it just has another slot machine in it, which we could use, but I should have waited and used that bomb there. So let's hope that we get a bomb on this floor, and by this floor I mean this room, which I took very stupid damage against, but that's whatever. And a portal down to the next floor. I'm gonna take this here, just in case it was an explosive diarrhea pill. It wasn't. It was a luck down, and that's terrible and awful, and should feel bad about it. Should feel bad about itself. But hopefully we'll get a bomb here. If not, it's not the end of the world. We still have a bunch of spirit hearts, and we got a key instead, which is fine, just fine. Baby Plum. This is one of those new repentance bosses. I think we fought it on a previous episode. I might be mistaking it with a run I had recently on my other little personal file. But it's fine, hopefully. Ow. I've taken a bunch of damage that is honestly embarrassing. But I'm not really used to this guy's patterns anymore. And by anymore I mean at all, because, you know, new boss. Only fought him a handful of times, so don't feel too poorly about myself. And we got the cardboard box. Gave us a bunch of random stuff. The sun, another luck down, which I don't think I'm gonna take, surprisingly. We'll take the strength card in with us to the deal with the devil. Alright. Well, normally I wouldn't be so aggressive, but I'm gonna take both of these, because brimstone is fun. And I don't know what this is. Too spooky for me. I have no idea what too spooky for me does. No idea in the slightest. But we'll take the sun with us, because I think that'll be more useful. And before we do that, we're actually going to go check out our shop and that tinted rock from earlier before we go down to the next floor, so that we can pick up another spirit heart. And hopefully pick up even more spirit hearts from the tinted rock. Alright. And we can pop the poop super easily with brimstone now, so it doesn't take that long and I don't lose my mind doing it. On to the next floor. Woo! Take a healing sip of my coffee. And what do we have now? Curse room that I would love to go to, and in fact I'm going to go to, because I make stupid decisions and I make them with alarming regularity. Alright. Hey! Teleportation to a deal with the devil. I don't know what Too Spooky 5 Me does. I wonder if this trick will work, or if they patched it out in Repentance. In the previous updates, you could use the strength card, which would give you an extra heart to, like, sort of get some deals with the devil, kind of cheekily. And I think I'm gonna try Spirit of the Night, which gives us flight. And we can't take either of those because it would kill us. Alright, I'm glad that that worked out, because if I had lost because of that, just due to my own lack of knowledge on how they changed things in Repentance, I would have been disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been very disappointed. But we didn't die, and that's what matters. Isn't it? Secret room. I wonder if we can bomb our way into anything over here. Yeah, we bombed our way into a shop for free, without using a key. And we'll purchase another spirit heart. Completely failed to charge brimstone and not kill the poop. I think the Too Spooky 5 Me or Too Spooky 4 Me, whatever it is, I think it's just giving us like a fear shot kind of thing. Unless there's some like secondary effect that I can't seem to discern. Because that's the only thing that we have like a fear shot sort of effect on some of the enemies. That seems to be like something that I don't recognize, so I don't know. Perhaps we shall find out later, but until then, we're gonna just wing it, and I'll probably look on the wiki at some point. Another key, which is nice, but I would love some more bombs. And this is Parasitoid, which I think we got on a previous episode? I don't know. But basically, Parasitoid makes it so that occasionally your tears will give you spiders and flies. Which kinda sucks with Brimstone, because it doesn't work at all with Brimstone. So, it's whatever, but maybe it will work with like the little pustule shots that we're shooting. I doubt that it will, but if it does, I'll be happy. Oh wow, a shitload of money from that chest. Alright, very carefully shoot the red fire. Shoot the regular fire there, and then we're just gonna push this chest over here. Come on, a little bit closer. And blow both of them up. And we got Whipworm and some money. Whipworm we'll pick up for a second, but it's not very good because it just increases shot speed, which is the speed of your shots. Big shocker there. And I don't know if you noticed, but our shot is kind of just like one huge laser right now, so it doesn't really matter a lot. So we're going to take some of this money that we picked up, and we're going to come back and donate to the donation machine, just so that I can while I have a chance to. We're not going to go down too far. We're probably going to stick at 5 cents, I'd say, so we have a chance to pick up another spirit heart at some point. And I accidentally gave way too much, but that's fine. It's not like it's not going to benefit us at some point. I might have burped there and none of you heard it. And if any of you claim to have heard it, I will sue you for libel. Actually, I think spoken is slander, libel is print, so unless you print it, I mean if you print it, then boom, libel. If you say it, slander. Just trust me on this, guys. Is there... Say what? Okay, that was weird. It kind of looked like there was a little pill symbol there, but I think it must have just been for the pill that I took. Oh! I think I just noticed what Too Spooky For Me does. I think that it makes it so that enemies who come close to us get affected by fear shot. It's not our tears that do it. It's just when you get close to things. Which, you know, that's interesting. I don't know if it's worth the heart that I paid for it, though, I'll be honest with you. Unless there's some secondary effect that I didn't realize. Alright. Ow, my face. But that's fine, that's the first bit of damage we took in a while. And we got Old Bandage, which is just an HP upgrade that makes it so that occasionally, when you get hit, you'll drop a red heart. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. And the next floor. Into the cursed room, because I don't know what's good for me. And that was completely not worth it. It was so incredibly not worth it. But it's fine. Everything's cool. Our priorities right now include finding another tinted rock so that we can get some more spirit hearts. Finding the shop so we can buy another spirit heart, just getting HP from like the boss, because HP is really our only issue. I would love more damage, I would love more like secondary stuff, but really the most important thing for us to get right now is HP. So I'd even be fine with the item room just having like a basic HP upgrade in it. And it gave us Ouija board, which I don't know if we've had before. But it gives us spectral tears, which kind of sucks because the Spirit of the Night item that we got that gives us flight also gives us spectral tears, so it essentially gave us nothing. Nothing that we hadn't already paid for, which is great and fantastic, and I love it, and I'm so happy about it. Alrighty. Might as well enter our arcade just to take a look. And we'll just, you know, might as well use this guy to get some extra damage for the floor. Considering we could get more payouts from Old Bandage, and we're probably pretty likely to get some just red hearts that just drop. So, I'm perfectly happy with sacrificing a little bit of red HP. That was my phone. And I am the font of professionalism. I'm just checking my texts. Okie dokie. I've put my phone on silent, which is fine. Everything's dope. How would you like some of this dope-ass honey, my man? And fish head. Fish head makes it so that when you take damage you get yourself flies, which is kinda worthless. That, however, is fantastic. PJs gives you a bunch of spirit hearts, so I'm no longer concerned. I would love to pick up this Dreamcatcher looking item, but I can't because I don't have enough money because I donated it all. But that's fine. That's fine. We're all very patient here at Babs McGillicuddy Productions. Very, very patient. I'm never impatient. I'm literally always the most patient. Every time I go to the hospital, I am a patient. Primarily because I don't have a medical degree, and I don't intend on ever getting one, so... Doctors, man. Doctors are weird. Like, it's so funky that, like, there are people out there that, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna spend, like, almost a decade of my life, or maybe even a decade of my life. I'm gonna take petrified poop, because I like it more than bag lunch. 2 of diamonds, we're gonna use that, and we're gonna use that to buy the Dreamcatcher. But it's so weird that there are people who spend, like, a decade learning how to heal other people, and then charge a ridiculous amount of money for it. I just find that weird. Like, it's kind of weird that we're just sitting here like, oh yeah, I can heal you, I can heal your wounds, I can make you feel better, you know, I can save your life, but you better fork up the cash, you know? Never understood that. Still had to use the hospital just because, you know, I'm a human, my parts break down. But we picked up the Dreamcatcher, which is good. I don't know why it's good. I have no idea what it does. But once I figure out what it does, I'm sure I'll be happy to have it. Either that, or I'll consider it a waste of 15 cents. But in the real world, that's not that much of a waste, so I'm not going to view it as much of a waste in Isaac. And we killed Mega Fatty. And we got another HP upgrade. And we got to deal with the devil. And it's Guppy's Paw. And I'm going to say everything in this exact same intonation, and you all are going to like it. Baba Booey. We'll take Guppy's Paw with us. Worst comes to worst, we can use that as like an emergency, give us spirit hearts, but it's also a Guppy item, which I don't know if I've explained before, but if you pick up 3 Guppy items, you get a special bonus, so I don't think we've had that yet, but if we get it in this run, that'll be fun. I doubt that we will, but it would be fun if we got it. Brains. Unfortunately, they have no brains. This room is easy when I have the ability to fly. And I have no idea what this item is. Bird's Eye. It burns. Oh! Occasionally we shoot out fires. That's dope. Honestly, I thought that was what the item Ghost Pepper did, but, you know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I could buy the Spirit Heart, I could buy the Compass, but I think it'd be best for us to just donate. A black candle has appeared in the basement. That was our reward for getting to 150 cents on the donation machine. The black candle is actually one of my favorite shop items, so I'm glad to have unlocked that. Also, I think I might have mentioned this, but you can bomb the donation machine in order to make it give up some of its money. So you can use it as essentially like a bank on your runs if you want to. I wouldn't recommend doing that, at least at first, because you want to unlock everything that you can unlock with it. But luckily, like, if we bombed it now, we would still have the black candle unlocked. It's not like if we went below 150, it wouldn't show up anymore. So that's nice. but you want to get it. I think the last thing that is unlocked by it is gotten at 999 cents, which, you know, it's going to be a long road to get there, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, more keys, and a demon judgment, which is fine. We'll give him a tiny bit of health, mostly because I don't care, and because that amount of health is not likely to be super consequential. Of course, there is a chance that I'll just fucking die, which hopefully I don't, because that would be disappointing. Bunch of bombs, which is useful, and we'll fight this. Pulse worm. Normally it makes your tears have like this little pulsating effect. I'm sure you couldn't have guessed that from the item description, but it doesn't work with brimstone, which, you know, kinda sucks. It'd be funny looking if it worked, but it doesn't. So we wasted a key. Unless we get some consumable or something from, having completed the room, this will have all been for naught. We got a key. So we essentially traded half a spirit heart for pulse worm, which is completely pointless. So I feel fantastic about that trade. I'm feeling wonderful. The lover's card, that's better than the hanged man because we can already fly. The hanged man lets it so that makes it so you can fly. And a health upgrade, which is actually pretty good. Especially because we have Guppy's Paw, so that's like 3 spirit hearts on the back burner. Alright, this is the Lost Cork. It makes it... Oh, actually, the Lost Cork might actually be good for us, because what it does is it, I don't know if... Yeah, it makes it so that any positive creep effects, like creep effects that we have, it makes it so that they, are larger. So considering we're probably unlikely to encounter much poop at this point in the game, I think it's better for us than petrified poop. Monstro 2. One of those fights that isn't super difficult, but it is annoying when you don't have a lot of damage. Which we have a fair bit of damage, it's pretty much all due to bloody lust. But you know, brimstone helps. What's funny is when you take brimstone, you sort of anticipate it being a damage upgrade because, you know, giant death laser. But it's not actually damage upgrade, it just turns the laser into the thing. You unlocked the necropolis. But there's a damage upgrade, which I will take and be happy with. And I think I'm going to take both of these, just because I like both of them. Death's List has appeared in the basement. Gimpy makes it so that when you take damage, there's a chance for you to get a spirit heart, or a black heart, and money equals power gives you a damage bonus based on how much money you have. Pretty good stuff. Technically speaking, I did make Guppy's Paw kinda irrelevant. I have no idea what that meant. Did that have to do with the dream catcher? It might have. I have no idea. That would make sense if the dream catcher affects whether or not you can see different things during the little dream thing. I don't know. What I do know is that I did not mean to use that key, and that money equals power is going to be good for us because then that way we can get a more permanent source of damage on our run. The doorstop has appeared in the basement. And not have to rely so much on bloody lust, which is good, because especially as we get down to the womb, we're going to start taking more damage. It's going to be increasingly less efficient for us to rely on bloody lust for damage. Troll bomb, go away. Come again another day. So how are you all doing? I'm doing fine. I've been working on my getting my GED, which is, you know, a thing. It's not a huge amount of fun, but it's necessary. Something that I've put off for far too long. Education is incredibly important, especially when you're young, because it lets you get more money and rise above your social status and all that stuff. Get educated, then the man can't hold you down. And that's the most important thing. We also got the Steam sale from Greed, which I don't think we've had on an episode before. We might have. We probably have. But it makes it so that all shop items are discounted. Unfortunately, it's completely useless for us at this point, because Necropolis 2 is the last floor where shops can show up. So, you know, it's whatever. Amnesia, that completely sucks. These mask and heart enemies also are terrible, and I hate them, and they're awful. I don't know why I did this. Like, there was no benefit to that. I only just barely had enough speed to get through there. Oh, the prayer card. That's what this is. Well, it lets us get a bunch of eternal hearts. I think that Guppy's Paw will still be better for us. Just because I think it will be. I could be wrong. But the prayer card, while good, whoops, takes a while to sort of build up HP with the Eternal Hearts. So if we had gotten it earlier, I might have stuck with it for longer. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to explore some of our last floors and see if we can get another charge. I don't think that we can, but we might be able to. We will check out this dice room. It's a 6 room. Do I really want to re-roll our entire run? No, honestly I don't. Maybe next run I'll re-roll my entire thing if I'm able to, but this one, I just want to have a victory, man. It means a lot to me to win. Don't think that we'll be able to use the prayer card another time, which kind of sucks, but it also doesn't suck that much. It could be worse. And I don't think we have any more rooms that we can explore. I could be entirely wrong. I'm probably going to walk into more rooms right now, and I'm going to make a complete ass of myself. But that wouldn't be the first time that's happened, so it doesn't really matter. We didn't. Yay! Mom fight time. I'm gonna use this chariot card, see if we can do some extra damage to Mom. We didn't do a lot, but we did a little, and that's what counts. Well, really, the enemies that we killed, or the real enemies that we killed, are the friends we made along the way. Trust me on this. I know these things. Okay, fucking stop that. Thank you, Gimpy, but fucking stop that. Did we also... Oh, I think the fires might get bigger as our damage goes up. Ooh, Joker card. Very useful. And we're gonna take this item, the Pact, because it gives us more Spirit Hearts. It also triggers the Leviathan transformation, and you know what, we'll pick up Sister Maggie too, just so that we've picked up Sister Maggie. So what Sister Maggie does is it gives us a little familiar that we can use to do extra damage. It's not very good, but that's fine. And what the Pact does is it gives us damage and tears, and it also counted as another item on the Leviathan transformation checklist. So basically the way transformations work in this game is when you have certain items of a certain set, like for instance the Guppy items, Judgment. I'll just blow that guy up and blow up this Tinted Rock. So when you have items of a certain set, like Guppy items, Devil items, so on and so forth, certain sets of items will give you transformations if you pick up enough of them. So for instance, if you pick up 3 Guppy items, you are transformed into Guppy, which is a very powerful transformation. It's pretty much the marquee transformation. But Leviathan is another transformation that you get from doing Devil items. Loki's horns disappeared in the basement. And it's pretty good. It's, it gives you some... Oh, sorry. I got a little bit distracted there because I'm doing 74 different things at once, and I thought I heard something, and then I proceeded to hit my face on the fucking red poop, which was stupid and dumb. I feel bad about myself. But basically, it lets you go and blah 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 blah. It gives you a bunch of black hearts and also the ability to fly. The ability to fly is pointless because we already had that, but the black hearts are useful, especially because of all the stupid fucking damage that I've been taking. The mystery gift has appeared in the basement. Everything's fine. Emotionally, I'm well. I think that this proves that, honestly, my entire, like, strategy and, like, just the way that I play the game would really be improved by me shutting the fuck up and paying more attention. But then I was like, you know what would be great? Rather than improve the way I play the game, why don't we just make a YouTube series and talk the entire time? And then we're gonna hold our breath through every single time we have to burp, and it'll be great. Everybody will love it. All of 2 people will watch it, maybe even 3. The Emperor card is pretty good. Is it better than the Sun? Yeah, probably, so we'll take the Joker and the Emperor. Joker card, I think I've explained this before, teleports you to a deal with the devil, which we're never going to be able to take because of all the stupid fucking damage that I keep taking, but it's nice to have and hold on to. Emperor card will teleport you to the boss, which is honestly even more useful. Second secret room. Hookworm. Alright, it looks amusing, but I feel like Lost Cork is actually giving us a benefit, so that's what we're gonna go with. Daddy Longlegs. Not the worst boss to fight. Not the best. Just okay. With our damage, we should be fine. I'm still worried about my lack of HP, though. And we got the Cat o' Nine Tails, which gives us more damage, which is very useful. But I'm still scared. Still incredibly scared. Not so scared that I can't take a sip of my coffee, though, so, you know, got that going for me. It's shockingly bitter coffee, but I think that that's just keeping me sharp, keeping my mind muscles flexed, my mind sword sharpened, my mind butt relaxed. I got nothing. The joke could only last for so long. Just like your mom last night. What up, ayo? Mom's heart. How will we fare? I feel like I probably could have gone through the rest of the floor and maybe gotten some more spirit hearts, maybe. But there's not a huge chance of that happening at this point in the game. Plus, with our damage, I feel like it was an alright decision to come here. And we didn't take any damage. And we also got the ability to go down rather than let the run finish. So down we go. To Shoal. The wire coat hanger has appeared in the basement. Alright, now what we're gonna do is this is most likely, this is gonna be the last floor of the run, so we'll use our Joker card. And neither of these are worth it. I think that the goat head, the one on the left, gives us permanent deals with the devil, which at this point in the game is worthless because no more deals with the devil, aside from ones you get from Joker cards. And the other one is like controlled tiers, I think. But it doesn't give us any spirit hearts, so it's not really worth the extra hearts. Which is fine. Joker card didn't really work out. But that's cool. We'll be fine. I'm gonna keep saying we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, bro. Like, bro, we'll be fine. Consolation prize. +1 to our lowest stat, which I think was range, or... no, that's tears. That's actually fantastic. It wasn't fantastic that was our lowest stat, but that's really helpful. The fact that we got +1 to it. Trust me on this. And more bombs. We'll blow this guy up, just because we can, and because I like to see other people in pain. And we'll unlock these because we can. Error 404, effect not found. It gives the effect of a random trinket every room. It's kind of dog shit. Well, I think that if we don't find anything cool soon, we're probably going to use the Emperor card and just teleport to the boss. Chariot card could be useful. Yeah, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this chest over here to this skull so that we can blow both up at the same time. Blow them up. Get some more money, some more bombs. Go in here. Not pick up Cursed Eye because I don't think it actually does anything with Brimstone, so it's kind of pointless. Burp. And then we'll use the Emperor card and teleport out. We have the Chariot. We should be fine. It should be fine. Samson versus Satan. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Always do that too early. Like always. Alright, first phase isn't too difficult. The only part that's difficult is this part, where he has multiple forms. But so long as we don't take damage, we should be fine. Then we have this part, which is where I'm going to use our Chariot card and just do as much damage as I possibly can, which didn't actually end up being that much, but it was a little, and it's the thought that counts. Apparently this is the inflection that I'm going to put on every single word that I say today, which is cool. We were actually pretty close to finding the boss regardless, so I almost didn't need to use the Emperor card, but we got out of the curse room for free, so I don't fucking care, man. But I think I was more worried about this run than I should have been, because it was clear that it was going to be a win pretty much from when we got Brimstone. But yay! We beat Satan, we beat the shit out of him. Do-do, 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 do-do. I don't think that this is a new ending at all, right? Yeah, this is just the Eden ending again. But that's fine, Blood Rights has appeared in the basement. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, any of which would mean the world to me, and I do so hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one.